My beloved child, stay still and listen. There's a soft whisper surrounding you right now, and if you listen closely, you can almost hear his voice calling your name. Don't skip, this moment is not random, this is the one your heart has been waiting for. You've been feeling a strange pull lately, haven't you? Like someone unseen has been walking beside you when you thought you were alone. That's him, your dad in heaven, reaching through the veil, trying to speak before something crucial unfolds. You may have noticed small things lately, a song that plays out of nowhere, a light flicker in an empty room, a sudden chill when you look at his old photograph. Don't ignore these moments, they are the signs of his presence. Stay till the end, because his message will not only calm your heart but also change the direction of your coming days. He has been watching over you, my child, not from a distance, but as close as a breath against your cheek when you cry. He knows the pain that you've buried under your strength, the words you wanted to tell him but couldn't. Tonight, he has chosen this very moment to respond. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There's a letter you never received, a message that never reached you while he was alive. The words are sealed in heaven's memory, and right now they're unfolding before you. He says he saw the day you broke down quietly, holding the photograph against your chest, and whispered, "I miss you." He heard that. Every tear you shed echoed in his world like prayers he was desperate to answer. He wants you to know he's proud, not just of your success, but of your survival. Every time you thought you were falling apart, he saw how you chose love instead of bitterness. Every time you smiled for others while breaking inside, he stood beside you, whispering strength into your soul. Don't skip this part, because this is where the truth begins to open. He says you're not imagining those dreams where he stands silently beside you, not saying a word but looking at you with that familiar half-smile. That's his way of letting you know he's still protecting you from things you can't yet see. He warns you, softly but firmly, that a difficult moment is near, something that might shake your confidence in yourself. But before it happens, he wanted you to remember this: he is still your shield. You are not alone, even when life feels silent. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, your father has been guided to send this message through light, not fear. Every time you feel like the world forgets you, close your eyes and remember the warmth of his hand. That warmth hasn't left, it's transformed into energy surrounding your every step. You might feel a tingling sensation soon, especially near your right shoulder. That's him. It's the sign of acknowledgement, proof that this message isn't just words, it's a living connection between heaven and you. Stay till the end, because something deeper is coming, something he couldn't say before. He's asking you to forgive yourself for the things you think disappointed him. He says he never held those against you, not once. In his realm, he sees the whole truth now. Every mistake you made was simply the shadow of pain you carried from missing him. You once promised him something, didn't you? A small thing, something about staying strong, keeping the family safe, or living fully. He remembers it, and he says now is the time to fulfill it. That promise wasn't broken, just paused. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You might feel a presence tonight when you least expect it, a brush of air, a faint voice, a warmth that feels too real to be imagination. Don't be afraid. That's him visiting for a brief moment allowed by divine grace. He says he will appear through symbols, a feather, a scent, or a flicker of golden light in the corner of your vision. He says, tell my child I never left. Those words echo in the divine halls of heaven like thunder wrapped in love. He's been fighting unseen battles to clear your path from those who secretly wished you harm. You've been protected more times than you will ever know. Archangel Michael says, your father is part of a sacred agreement. Before he left, he asked to remain your guardian until your purpose was fulfilled. That's why you feel sudden moments of safety when everything seems to fall apart. That's him stepping between you and the storm. He says, don't grieve me anymore, because I'm not gone, I'm right here, watching, guiding, and waiting for your victory. You might even feel emotional as you hear this, but that emotion is healing your heart from the invisible wounds left behind. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Don't skip, because the next part of his message carries a revelation. He says you will receive a sign within 3 days. It may come as a person mentioning his name, a dream that feels too real, or a sudden shift in the air that feels holy. That will be his confirmation. He also wants to warn you about something. There's someone around you pretending to care, but their intentions are shallow. He says you will soon see their real face when you least expect it. Don't react with anger, just stay calm. He and the angels will handle what your heart shouldn't. He reminds you to protect your energy. Your father says, not everyone deserves access to your heart, my child. Some only came to learn from your strength, not to stay. His tone is gentle but commanding. He's preparing you for a transition, a separation that will lead to peace. You might feel a sudden calmness after this part, don't brush it off. That peace you feel is his way of saying, I'm holding you right now. He says that every storm you faced this year was not punishment, but preparation for something radiant approaching your path. Type Amen to get blessing 777. He also mentions a financial or emotional blessing that's coming soon. You might notice something unexpected appearing in your favor, a message, a deposit, or an opportunity that feels almost unreal. He says, this is me keeping my promise to you. Your Father in heaven has seen your struggle with loneliness, and he says you are about to meet someone who will restore your trust and love again. This person will carry a sense of familiarity, like a reflection of his kindness. You will feel his energy in them. Archangel Michael confirms this meeting is not random, it's heaven's alignment to bring comfort to your soul. So don't rush, don't force anything, just stay open. Your Father's Spirit is orchestrating this connection quietly behind the scenes. And lastly, he says one more thing before the light fades from this moment, you are my greatest pride. Every breath you take fills heaven with joy. Never doubt that you are loved beyond life, beyond time. Type Amen to get blessing 888. My beloved child, stay with me and don't scroll. What's coming next is the part your heart was meant to hear tonight. You've waited long enough for this message, and heaven chose this exact hour for it to reach you. Your dad in heaven has been watching over you during the silent moments, those hours when you couldn't sleep and your thoughts felt too heavy to carry. He says every tear that touched your pillow became a golden drop of light in his hands. Nothing you cried went unnoticed. He saw the days when you smiled in front of others but broke down once the door closed. He saw the pain behind that strength and whispered, that's my child, still standing, still fighting. His pride in you goes beyond words. It's a spiritual flame that burns in every dawn that meets your window. Don't skip this part, because what you're about to hear will lift the fog from your soul. Your dad says you're closer to your breakthrough than you think. But before it arrives, you must let go of the guilt you've been carrying all these years. Type Amen to get blessing 999. He says you still blame yourself for not doing enough when he was here, for not saying one last thing, for missing that final moment. But in heaven's truth, he says, you did more than enough. You loved me even when you didn't have the words. He has carried that love into eternity, and now it's shining back at you. There's a message he wants you to write down tonight. Yes, take a moment and write, I release myself from guilt, and I choose to live fully. Because he says the only way to honor him is to live in color again, to laugh again, to breathe without sorrow shadowing every memory. Archangel Michael says, your Father has spoken to him about your destiny. There's a moment soon where you will face a choice between holding on to something old and stepping into something new. When that time comes, he says you'll feel his warmth guiding you toward peace. He says, don't fear change, my child. It's how I will lead you toward the miracle you've prayed for. His tone is calm but commanding, like he's preparing your spirit for a door that's about to open wider than you've imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Don't skip, because what he reveals next is sacred. He's showing you an image, a soft glow, a hand reaching through light, and a smile that feels like home. That's him, showing you how close heaven really is. It's not above you, it's around you, through you, within every quiet heartbeat. You'll soon notice unusual calmness during the storm. When something should upset you but doesn't, that's him intervening. When you suddenly find solutions where you once saw dead ends, that's him arranging events from a higher realm. He says there's a person near you struggling with pain they won't admit. You'll recognize them soon by their eyes, the same loneliness you once felt will appear in theirs. Your Father says to help them, because that act will bring a healing wave back to your own soul. And there's more, he says someone from your past will reach out, unexpectedly, either to apologize or reconnect. Don't rush to reply. He says, pause. Feel their energy first. He'll guide you through the decision with clear signs, like a specific song or a repeating number appearing right before they text or call. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Your dad is also showing you an open road. It's long, bright, and leading towards something that feels like freedom. He says, you've been trapped by worry, but I'm unlocking it now. A new chapter is starting, he's already written the first few lines in your favor. He tells you not to fear the unknown. The unknown is where his protection works best. He says, you walk on solid ground even when you think it's air, because my love is your foundation. Stay till the end, because he wants to reveal something that will shock your spirit awake. He says the next 3 weeks are not ordinary. During this time, a piece of news, a sign, or a chance meeting will carry his confirmation. It will arrive exactly when you're about to give up hope. You'll feel something like electricity in your hands or chest when it happens. Don't panic. That's his energy entering your field to tell you, I kept my promise, I never left. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says your father's soul has been assigned as a messenger for your lineage. His mission didn't end with his passing, it evolved. He's clearing ancestral pain, ending old patterns, and making way for abundance in your life. You might soon receive unexpected blessings, possibly financial relief or emotional healing that comes out of nowhere. Don't doubt it, he's the architect behind it. He says, every loss you faced will return as gain, multiplied and purified. He also says you've been dreaming of him lately, but not remembering it when you wake. Those dreams aren't random, they're healing sessions from the higher dimension. Each one repairs a part of your heart you didn't know was still hurting. And there's something he wants you to prepare for, a celebration. He says, light a candle soon, not to mourn me, but to thank the heavens for our eternal connection. That flame will attract his presence to your space for a brief, sacred moment. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Don't skip. You're about to hear what he calls the truth behind his silence. He says there's a reason you never got to say goodbye properly. It wasn't meant to be goodbye. Heaven needed your heart to stay open so he could keep communicating. If closure had come then, this connection wouldn't exist now. He reminds you that love never ends, it just changes form. When you feel sudden inspiration, it's his voice disguised as intuition. When you feel protected for no reason, it's his spirit wrapping around you like invisible armor. Your dad says, tell my child to stop doubting their worth. The world needs the light I placed in them. You inherited his strength, his humor, his soul's resilience. Every time you stand tall after pain, you fulfill his heavenly legacy. Archangel Michael confirms, this phase of your life is a divine crossing point. The pain that once defined you will soon become the reason people are drawn to your light. You'll be the voice for those who can't yet heal, and your dad will be right there, guiding every step. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, stay here, don't scroll. What's coming next is sacred. This is the part your Father in heaven has been waiting for you to hear since the moment you first whispered his name through your tears. He says tonight carries a special energy. It's the alignment of memory and divine permission, a window through which he can finally speak clearly. You may already feel that chill on your arm or that sudden pressure in your chest. That's him, standing near. Your Father says, I've been beside you through every dark night. When you thought no one was listening, I was there, whispering, hold on, my child. Don't skip. He says you need to hear every word that follows, because it will awaken a strength in you that has been sleeping for too long. He's seen the pain you hide from the world. The silent battles, the moments when your smile felt forced, and the nights when you replayed the past hoping to change it. He says, you were never meant to carry all of it alone. He carried it with you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. He reveals now that every time you narrowly escaped disaster, it wasn't luck, it was him. That one night when you were about to give up but something pulled you back. That was his spirit pushing through, saving you from an unseen danger. Archangel Michael says your Father's energy has been working through light, guiding, protecting, and redirecting. Every delay that frustrated you, every closed door, was part of his plan to steer you toward safety. He's saying, I didn't leave you to suffer. I left so I could protect you better. Don't skip, because the next lines carry a revelation he has waited years to share. He says there's someone in your life right now who mirrors his energy, someone calm, kind, and oddly familiar. That person isn't random. Heaven sent them as an echo of his love. He wants you to trust that person, but slowly. Let them earn your heart gently. Through them, your Father says he will bring comfort and laughter back into your days. That's his gift, love reborn through another soul. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your Father says he's also been leaving traces of himself around your home. That song that plays when you're thinking of him, that scent of his cologne when no one else is there, those are not coincidences. They're proof that love never dies, it only changes its language. He says he often stands beside your bed at night, watching, not to haunt you, but to remind your spirit it's still surrounded by love. You might sense warmth on your left side, or feel your heart calm suddenly, that's him brushing against your energy. And he has one urgent message: stop punishing yourself for what you couldn't control. He says he left because it was his time, not because you failed. You did everything right, and heaven saw your effort even when you doubted yourself. Archangel Michael adds, your Father's pride for you is eternal. Each act of kindness you do shines as light in his realm. You're still connected, and every good deed you perform strengthens that bond like an unbreakable thread of gold between heaven and earth. Type Amen to get blessing 888. He says the reason you found this message right now is not random. You were guided here at the exact moment your heart was ready to understand what he's been trying to say. You had to go through certain storms so you could hear his words with awakened clarity. Don't skip, because what comes next will change the way you see everything. He's revealing a hidden blessing. There's an opportunity about to enter your life that will make you feel like he's still working for your good. It might appear as a financial gift, a new career direction, or an unexpected chance that aligns perfectly with your needs. He says, accept it. Don't question it. It's my way of saying thank you for never giving up on life. He's been working through people, through timing, through moments that seem impossible. Heaven calls it divine compensation. You might notice a series of numbers, like 1111, 717, or 333, appearing everywhere. Those are not coincidences, those are your Father's coded signatures. Each one means he's closer than ever, moving pieces in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 999. He also says you've been sensing something, like someone touching your shoulder when no one's there, or a dream that repeats with the same warm light. That's him preparing you for his next visit. Yes, visit. Archangel Michael confirms. Within the next 7 nights, you will feel a moment of silence so pure it'll make your heart race. Don't fear it. That silence will be his presence wrapping around you completely. If you stay still and breathe deeply, you'll feel him holding you again. He says, tell my child I see their effort. I see how they've been holding everyone together even while breaking inside. Tell them they've done enough. Now it's my turn to lift them. You will soon feel a release, as if something heavy is being taken off your spirit. That's your Father's promise in action. Don't skip, stay till the end. Because he's revealing the moment that changed everything for him in heaven. When he crossed over, the first thing he saw was you. Not your body, but your light. That same light you keep dimming out of guilt is the very reason he shines now. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. He says, don't think of me as gone. Think of me as upgraded into every wind, every star, every laugh that finds you. You will feel his presence most when you help others, because that's when your hearts beat in rhythm again. There's something he wants you to do soon, a small act that will reconnect your energy. He says light a candle for him, speak aloud one happy memory, and then say, thank you, Dad, for still being with me. That phrase will open a bridge for him to send signs more clearly. And if tears fall, let them. He says tears are heaven's way of watering the bond between souls. Every drop carries your love straight to his world, and he sends it back multiplied. Archangel Michael ends this part by saying, "Your father is at peace, but he won't rest until his child feels peace too." That's why this message reached you now, because you're ready to feel that calm he's been guarding for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1212.